thing that I'm really mindful of is how good a job folks throughout history have done of stigmatizing cannabis, citing it to being sinful, vice-related, wanton, lazy, all of these things. And that campaign for a long time, often sponsored by the government, was incredibly successful. And so I think folks very often have an idea in their mind that cannabis is for a particular type of person. And it's not a person that is professional, that has things going on, that has goals, career-oriented, all of that. And I think in the last couple of years, one of the roles of the office is to really take that stigma, not embrace it, but try to combat it where possible. And sometimes that's a matter of just being a representative example. So that's one of the reasons I'm particularly open about my own use, which comes from a personal history of literal trauma. My husband and I were in a car accident. But then one of the things that's been really great about being in this industry is so many people have come up to me of all ages, all dispositions, all background, and talk to me about the fact of their use and what it means to them. One thing I've learned very pointedly in this industry is that cannabis use is really personal. I know we call it recreational, but for many people, it's really not. It's therapeutic, it's medicinal, and it's also having a really interesting degree of autonomy over your own care. I think a lot of folks navigate medical spaces, therapeutic spaces, and have a hard time finding what works for them. I think in cannabis, you have the ability to sort of figure it out, but the freedom to figure it out in a way that you don't in traditional medical spaces. One thing that's often pretty funny to me is, someone will say, "Oh, I don't consume cannabis, but I do have a gummy before bed." And I'm like, well, that's cannabis. And so I start to see this sort of incremental admittance of participation in cannabis consumption, and it's much broader than I ever expected.